most popular Thailand dramas about thrillers with a romance story.
แต่ว่าความหมายของมันไม่เข้าคดีเลยแม้แต่นิดเดียว
เหรอคะ
ครับ
Tawun Thud Burapah. Burapah and Tawun are brothers and the son of a well-known cop. They are very close as brothers. Burapah into is boxing while Tawun wants to follow in their father's footsteps to become a cop. One day, they hear a gunshot and go to see what is going. This way, they witness a murder, and when the time comes to the point the finger at the killer, Tawun is not hesitant to do the right thing. Burapah knows that the bad guys will not leave their family alone, and he begged Tawun not to be witness. This is how the conflict begins. The Seer. A girl is found murdered and buried in a very strange way. This alerts Maha, creating a young archaeologist who specializes in auspicious timing and fortune telling. He realized that the ancient rite is performed in order to change the city fate to benefit someone want to take over. Whosoever does this have to sacrifice for women represent earth, water, air, and fire elements who must also have exact same birthday date, month, and year. Maha used all his knowledge to prevent the next murder from happening, but he is always one step behind the killer until there is only one woman left. He can make the same mistake again, but this means the life of Ran, the woman he loved. Three will be free. After unexpected events that involve sex work and mafia gangs, three individuals of polyamorous relationship find themselves on the run as they attempt to escape death. The player. The world of the wealthy isn't as perfect as it seems. It could be real dark in short times. What happens when one of them starts a game of life that leads to a murder and exposes those dark secrets? Nabi, my stepdarling. Nabi is a younger brother who is investigating the disappearance of his beloved brother, suspected to be the mistress of the by nightclub entrepreneur, who is none other than Kahon's father. Kahon is sold here, the wealth of a large businessman family in Thailand. The father has a bad relationship with his mother. Kahon's father was rumored to be having an affair with the club manager, who was none other than Nabi's brother. Until one day, Kahon's mother was found dead mysteriously, and Nabi's brother disappeared without being known. Tong. Virongrong or Pluplung is a banker girl. Those who graduate from the United States travel to the Tong, a large mansion far away. It is a very large place. However, there was a mysterious and horrible locations, and the people who live here was all bizarre. At the night, he saws a mysterious man wearing tuxedos riding a carriage. He parked in front of her bedroom window and pointed up on the dome. After that, every full moon night, beside this man will appear at the same place. She also hears the creepy Thai music from the dome. Virongrong search for the truth on her own, although there is provisions that prohibits up the top of the decisively. Before she knows it, the truth of all the weird things is said after all, and it relates to her past. Kahon Maha Ratuek. In 1953, while the Great East Asian War was happening, there was a deathful murder case in Bangkok. On the victim's body, there were mysterious tattoos on the wrist, forehead, and ankle. This incident gave birth to the series of serial killings. The investigations of the case is entrusted to the inspector of the investigation department, Wai Tang Piramut. One murder happens, and the tattoos of the bodies look different each time. The police are trying to establish a connection between the murder, but mysterious circumstances happen in the investigations.
นี่คือเหตุผลว่าทำไมพระมหาสุชีพถึงไม่ตาย
นี่ครับ สงฆ์จับ แพะ
Runner. This is the story is surrounding Thud and Kong. Everyone who has come to the athletic camp has gone through some sort of scary experience. Romantic Blue. A story about love triangles and the real life of young people. Two brothers, Mai and Man, fell in love with the same woman, Bon. Because their family is poor, the two brothers had no choice but to get involved in an illegal activities. On both recommendations, they joined a car theft gang. Who was the gang's leader. Not only after that, Mai lost his father's son, and Man learned about Mai's and Pon's relationship. This time, Mike caught up in a lot of troubles. This included Tong, who was after him. Therefore, Mike had to solve all the troubles, be it about his relationship or people around him. Klai Klai. Meet Nabi, a strong, smart woman and mother of a grown son. While she was pregnant, her beloved husband suddenly passed away, leaving her to raise her son on her own. Growing up, her son resented his father, believing him to be irresponsible when he chose to abandon them both. However, On loves her husband deeply and feels strongly that he will return one day. After many years, her wish comes true when her husband is reincarnated as a handsome young man named Tai Chung, who is around her son's age. When they meet, they rekindle their love despite their age difference. Finally, among these 10 dramas, how many have you watched? Let us know in the comments below. Take care and I will see you on the next video.